Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Noah. Today we are looking at the Total Drama Iceberg, and I am going to be doing my best as somebody who has watched an unhealthy amount of Total Drama to explain everything in the iceberg to the best of my ability. New TDI season announcement. Well, you can tell this iceberg is a little dated, but as we know, the Total Drama franchise is not dead, at least not yet. It is being revived, or it already has been revived in the form of a reboot. We're back on Camp Wawanakwa. Total Drama Island came out in 2023 in select countries except for the United States. I think in 2024 maybe, and season 2 just also leaked. Total Drama Rama. Oh boy, wow, did I have some fun talking about this hot steamy piece of garbage. Wow, Total Drama Rama is ass. As we all know, Total Drama got rebooted in 2017 under a baby cartoon revival trend named Total Drama Rama, originally Total Drama Daycare. It produced a lot of awful media, some funny moments, some terrible moments. Overall, something that I would like to forget ever happened. Canadian show. Yeah, Total Drama is a Canadian show. A lot of people, for some reason, just have this weird, like, nationalistic mindset where they think, like, we just make everything and we're just, like, the leaders of everything. But nah, Total Drama is not an American show. It's actually Canadian, and they're based in Toronto. That's where Fresh TV is. Kind of cool. Pocket Tail and All Stars are the same season. This is literally something that I've had to fight people over for years. Yes, it is true. Technically, All Stars and Pocket Tail Island are the same season. Let me explain. So I'll try my best not to screw this up, but from my best memory from conversations with former employees at Fresh TV and people that still work on the show now, the way that it worked was that Total Drama was renewed after Revenge of the Island for one season with 26 episodes, and Fresh TV wanted to do 2 seasons, maybe. I think this is how it works, or they were renewed 26 episodes and then they just decided to do 2 seasons, I think is how it happened. And then so that's why it happened that way, and we got 13 and 13. I really fucking wish they would have done All Stars with 26 episodes. Damn, that would have been nice. But we got Pocket Tail and All Stars, and they're technically the same season. All Stars is 5.1 and Pocket Tail Island is 5.2, and then that makes Redonkulous Race its own thing, and now the new reboot is actually its own thing. So technically, in the canon Total Drama universe, they ended with Pocket Tail Island. It depends on how you want to look at it, but that's for another video. The Redonkulous Race, boom, right there. The Redonkulous Race is another spin-off of Total Drama that came out right after Pocket Tail Island ended, and it's Total Drama but the Amazing Race. We saw some people from the original Total Drama make a reappearance in Redonkulous Race, and they even had some pretty damn good success along the way. r/Total Drama. Yeah, this is the Reddit for Total Drama. It's where a bunch of angry people go to complain about the show. Alternate endings. Yeah, Total Drama does this really weird thing where depending on the country you're in, you're going to see potentially a different person win the season. It's kind of cool, but it creates a lot of debate, which I don't know, man. Honestly, I kind of like the fact that we can just interpret who we want for each season to win. Pretty much the only season that's an absolute lock is both of the original Total Drama Islands, actually. So I guess 2 seasons are a lock, because we have Owen's win carrying over plot into the next episode, and we also have Priya's win carrying over plot into the next season, I should have said, with Owen, and same with Priya. That is something that is kind of neat. But yeah, the alternate endings are pretty cool, but you know, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, if you were in the United States or Canada, you either saw Heather or Alejandro win. Like, it was different for each person, so it was kind of fun if you had friends from different countries, because then they were seeing shit that you didn't see and you were seeing shit that they didn't see. So it was kind of cool. You could look it up online. Like, everything was cool. It's just trying to establish what's canon and what's not has proven to be a problem. All right, that was the tip of the iceberg. Let's move on to the second part. Camp TV. All right, man. I think this is pretty common knowledge, actually, right? Camp TV, is it really that uncommon? I don't know. I guess if you're not super into it, you might not know about it, but that was the original Total Drama Island. They had an entire promo made for it, and in some versions that you'll find find, it'll be called Camp TV. Other versions you'll find, it'll be called Total Drama Island. You can find like pitch decks, pitch bibles, brochures, stuff like that. Some say Total Drama Island, but they're in the Camp TV art style, and then some say Camp TV, and they're obviously still in the Camp TV art style. So there's a lot of stuff on Camp TV that you can find online. All right, next we have adult jokes. Oh yeah, baby. Total Drama has been censored to hell by the United States because our government is a bunch of pussies. Total Drama has some hilarious adult jokes all throughout the show. Pick your poison. American censorship. Well, look at that. That's perfect timing. We were just talking about that with the adult jokes. Yeah, man, America for some reason is awful with censorship, and they censored Total Drama to hell. You saw a different show if you watched it in Canada than if you watched it in the United States. Let me tell you that. They changed all sorts of stuff. The biggest one that I always think of that comes to mind is the classic scene in Total Drama Island when Owen jumps off of the island and he says, "I'm going to die now. I'm going to freaking die now." He says that in Canada. But if you were a United States baby like me, you didn't hear that. You heard him say, "I'm going to die now. I'm going to totally die now." A lot of things like that, they had to just change into weird little variations of it for no reason. Lindsay voice actor rumor. All right, getting into the dirt sheets, baby. My favorite. So this is pretty easy. I can nip this in the bud pretty quickly. The Lindsay voice actor rumor is that her character was originally supposed to win Total Drama Action, but didn't because her voice actress Stephanie Ann Mills had something else to do, so she could not fulfill the scheduling obligations. Therefore, they wrote her character out of Total Drama Action and ended up giving her spot to Beth, and it was originally supposed to be Duncan versus Lindsay in the finale. It's absolute cap. It has been nipped in the bud by plenty of people that have worked on Total Drama, the voice actress herself. A lot of people have disproven this theory. It's a fun theory to have if you're a Lindsay fan, but no, she was not ever supposed to win Total Drama Action. Total Drama Wiki. The Total Drama Wiki is heat, bro. They have posted a lot of cool shit over the years. I love it. That's where I've gone for years to get different static poses of the characters for my thumbnails, different backgrounds. The wiki comes in clutch, dude. If it wasn't for the wiki, I wouldn't have nearly as many of the assets that I have, and it's great, dude. Like, if I need to remember what placement somebody got, I'm hopping on the wiki and I'm searching their name real quick. If I want to know what team they were on, I'm searching their shit real quick. Like, it's so easy to look up anything about Total Drama on there. I love that wiki. As a matter of fact, I will put that in the description down below. All right, campers memes. Hell yeah, baby. Let's show some love to my boy Jakudo. He's the one that is the main voice of the All Right Campers memes. He has an amazing Chris McClane impression. Definitely a fun way to bring Total Drama Island back into meme culture because we gotta keep it hip and happening if we want more seasons, damn it. The Redonkulous Race is a spinoff. Yeah, I mean, this is what we all know, right? The Redonkulous Race, not technically a part of the Total Drama franchise, although it's a part of the franchise, but not a part of the original run. So it's a spinoff, but it's still a part of the franchise. Similarly to how you have Scooby-Doo, you can have like a pup named Scooby-Doo, but then you also have Mystery Incorporated. They're not connected, but they're part of the same franchise. You know what I'm saying? Harold is a Napoleon Dynamite parody. Yeah, no shit. That is pretty obvious, right? We all know that. Listen to Harold, listen to Napoleon Dynamite. It's pretty obvious he was heavily inspired by him, especially because of the time that this show came out. Napoleon Dynamite came out in the early 2000s. Total Drama came out in the early 2000s. It's pretty obvious he was heavily inspired by Napoleon Dynamite, but there's nothing wrong with that. They executed it very, very, very well. All right, moving into tier 3. We're cooking now, baby. Here we go. Total Drama Reloaded. Okay, so here's the thing with Total Drama Reloaded. Still to this day, we actually don't really know what Total Drama Reloaded was. However, I can provide the alternatives, like the things that we think, not the alternatives, the answers that we have come up with. What we think as a community, what the Total Drama Reloaded season was, or at least the different options that we have decided upon. The first theory that I personally believe is incorrect is that Total Total Drama Revenge of the Island was just originally called Total Drama Reloaded, and that's it. It was just the original name for Revenge of the Island because they were redoing it, basically, you know, new cast, kind of a new island in a way. It was reloaded. It was fresh. It was a refresh of Total Drama, so that's what it was called. That's the first answer. The second answer, which is the one that I always remembered being the right one, which is that Total Drama Reloaded was actually the original season 5, and it was supposed to feature every single person to ever play Total Drama from Island Action World Tour and Revenge of the Island, and it was going to be called Total Drama Reloaded. Depends on who you ask. I'd love to eventually get that official answer one day. The Alla Tyler video, oh my Jesus Christ, I don't even want to yeah, so it's an interesting thing. I totally haven't seen it. You know, Dylan Clark didn't totally play it on the screen in our Airbnb in Salt Lake City, Utah at all this year when we were filming a banger video for the Stevie G channel. Make sure you go subscribe to that shameless plug right there. And that is certainly not a video that I really want to talk about here. If you know, you know kind of thing. And if you don't know, look at your own risk, but I'd recommend you don't do that. Feral Zeke is a Lord of the Rings reference. Yeah, right? He's Gollum. He's Gollum. I mean, look at them. Gollum wants the ring. Zeke wants the money. They're both going for the gold, and they're both feral as hell, baby. Total Drama as... So what I am interpreting Total Drama as would be Total Drama as High School Musical. Total Drama as Despicable Me. I don't know if that exists. Total Drama as SpongeBob. Total Drama as Family Guy. Total Drama as Rick and Morty. Total Drama as Regular Show. You know, that stuff. That's kind of, I think, what Total Drama as means, because that's a big thing, man. Total Drama crossing over with other art styles has been a popular thing, but obviously that's not just with Total Drama, it's with every cartoon, but Total Drama is really prevalent in it. Chris is a psycho theory. Yeah, this is a pretty big theory that Chris is a psychopath, and it's obviously supported by the fact that he has a plethora of psychopathic tendencies that are well documented in a very, very extensive history of episodes in a reality show known as Total Drama. So you can definitely see that Chris McLean is batshit bonkers in most of these seasons. It's kind of a slow decline and descent into madness, and it's one that has been well documented on YouTube, and who knows, maybe I'll give my own crack at doing a video about it. But yeah, Chris is definitely a psychopath. Heather nude scene and Lindsay cussing scene uncensored. So yes, there is a Lindsay cussing scene uncensored. However, to my knowledge, the real one of her saying the actual swear words that people think exist, I don't think that exists. There is an American version of this. We were talking about the US censorship earlier. There is an uncensored Lindsay cussing scene from Total Drama Island in the American version where she's just yelling like mean, sassy, bossy bully of a girl, like weird stuff like that. It's nothing crazy, and I'm pretty sure that her voice actress Stephanie Ann Mills said that she never recorded one where she actually cussed because she didn't want to. And as for the Heather nude scene, that is actually kind of grossly true. It's in the extreme torture episode on Total Drama Island whenever the ranch kind of rips her top off and Harold's like, oh, boobies, you know, that whole thing. Yeah, so for some reason they animated that and then put the clothes on after. At least this is according to Todd Kaufman, who has worked on Total Drama for years. I don't exactly know why that needs to be animated under the clothing. I don't understand the animation process, so maybe there's something I'm not getting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Anne Maria, Chris, and Blanley cameos in the RR finale. RR, of course, standing for Redonkulous Race. Yeah, they're in here, and man, oh man, let me tell you what, 14-year-old Stevie G shit his in pants when he saw them. Cameron's beta design reused for Adversity Twins. This is true. Funny enough, Cameron from Revenge of the Island actually used to be white, and he had this design, and they ended up bringing it back seasons later for Redonkulous Race, and they loved the design so much that they used it twice, making them the twins. Chef voice actor replacement in Drama Rama. This shit sucks. So we all know the legendary Chef Hatchet from Total Drama Island and beyond Leon, voiced by the very talented, very amazing, very awesome, everybody loves him, it's Clay Bennett. He's an absolute stallion, but with that being said, he is no longer the voice of Chef Hatchet. When Drama Rama was announced, Clay Bennett never signed on to it. I don't know if they asked him to do it and he said no. I would imagine they were so embarrassed about the idea being so dog shit that they didn't want to message somebody as talented as Clay Bennett because they knew he would never put his name on such a hot piece of ass project like Total Drama Rama. I don't really know what happened there, so we don't know what the deal is with Clay Bennett and why he's no longer involved in Total Drama. I would imagine because it's not the same that it used to be, and also Clay Bennett's not on the same level that he used to be. He's so much higher. He has done a lot bigger things since Total Drama Island, and he doesn't need the show. It's just sad because then we lose characters like DJ, and we lose Mama, and we lose Leonard and Weirdo, and that really sucks. And obviously we lose the original chef because it's just not the same, man. No disrespect to Devin Mack, the new voice, but Clay Bennett, dude, they literally, like, if they had $100,000, they need to pay him 90% of it. I don't give a shit. Like, hook that man up with all the money. Alright, moving to the next tier. Why Lashana was booted in Island. This honestly is such a big speculation that a lot of people try to read deeper into it than it really needed to be. Like, it's just bad writing. That's really all it was chalked up to be. Lashana was never supposed to go any farther. She was always 5th. They just wrote her out in a poor way. A lot of people think that she was meant to go farther and they changed it last minute, and so that's why she didn't have any speaking lines in the episode. I don't think that that's what it was. To my knowledge and to all of the questions that I've asked and the conversations I've had with people working on the show, she simply was just written out in a poorly timed way. Like, it just sucked. It was a poorly written scene, and that unfortunately was her demise after an amazing run. The Total Drama channel isn't official. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So there's just straight up a YouTube channel called like Total Drama Official or some shit like that, or even just like the Total Drama page. I don't even know what it's called, but they just upload like episodes of Total Drama in full clips and full length stuff of it, and it's not an official page, but they just get away with it because of confidence, I guess. B's voice actor. Yeah, okay, so no, B doesn't have a voice actor. I think at some point he like screams or something like that, but I don't, to my knowledge, think that they ever got an actual voice actor for that. I think that was somebody that was either working there or a stock scream. I don't think they hired somebody for it, at least not whenever you look it up. So I think that we are in the clear with no B voice actor. The art style is inspired by Clone High. Hell yeah, it is. Look at Clone High and look at Total Drama. It is the same damn thing. Duncan and Heather were supposed to be a couple theory. Hey, let's save some time in the video. This theory is not true. It's incorrect. Was never supposed to happen. Justin pupil theory. Yeah, so a lot of people have pointed out the fact that Justin is the only contestant to still have pupils. I say still as if people have lost theirs. No, he's the only contestant in general to have pupils. I believe that stands even with the new cast, but maybe I'm incorrect. I don't think so, but also don't quote me on that because I ain't trying to get all of the sass from you freaking people. I don't really know what the significance is because he got shit on in Island and then had a good run in action and then just got shit on and was basically never seen again. So if the pupils meant that he was gonna have a mediocre run in the Total Drama game, then hey, shout out the pupils. But if not, I'm not sure what what the secret powers they hold. We haven't seen them yet. It is all in Chris's head theory. Yeah, so there's this theory that Chris just went absolutely insane. It depends. There are different levels to the theory. You've got the one where he's just been clinically insane forever and he completely imagined everything in his head from Island, like the very beginning and past. Or you can go with the theory that he stayed in prison since the end of Revenge of the Island, and whenever you see him playing with like the little beans and shit where he's like, oh, you know, Lightning and Duncan, and he's got like the chef bean and all that shit. Yeah, so the theory is that he's just genuinely gone batshit crazy and everything that happens beyond that point is just in his brain. So All Stars didn't happen, Pocketail Island didn't happen, Redonkulous Race, like all that stuff, because he was technically in Redonkulous Race. He was on a park bench, so it kind of opens this wormhole for everything. It's kind of neat. But yeah, is it all in Chris's head? No, I don't think so. But that's the theory. So let me know what you think. All right, the depths of hell, baby. We are in the last column. Let's go. We got 3 left. Here's the first one. The campers are metahumans theory. This theory stems from Revenge of the Island. Obviously, you got hella toxins. Somebody's gonna get toxic, baby. And you know what happened with Ezekiel? And he ain't even got no radiation. That motherfucker ain't no superhero. He is a super trooper smelling like pooper. That man sucks balls. Any hooters. Ezekiel is kind of a metahuman in a way. I don't really know what the hell you want to call that man other than just a Midwestern Casey's parking lot crackhead. Not metahumans in the sense of the Flash, okay? Barry Allen ain't trying to run around and throw a lightning bolt at these people, okay? It's not that deep. It's mostly the Revenge of the Island thing. They kind of created these metahumans, and so now we just use them as robots to farm seasons. That's basically the formula of the theory. I'm just explaining it because it's part of the iceberg, but like, nah, bro, come on, that shit ain't right. Total Drama is hell theory. Yeah, so this is another random weird theory that I don't really know what the hell's coming on, but apparently people think that Total Drama is a symbolism for hell, which I guess you could say it is, but every story is a symbolism for something. Every story has representation of good, of evil, of love, of hatred, of everything, and that can be tied into 7 deadly sins and biblical shit and religious stuff, all sorts of shapes and sizes. And so the idea that Total Drama is hell, yeah, you could probably make some biblical comparisons. That goes for all sorts of different shows. I made a video about SpongeBob being a part of the 7 deadly sins way back in the day. Is Total Drama hell? No, it's just a theory. That's a game theory. And the last one, Mal is the original personality theory. Now this is the kind of theory I like talking about. So the theory is that Mike, you know, good old Micah he actually does not hold the key to the house. Apparently, word on the streets and the sheets are saying that Mal actually has the deed to the house in his name. So the malevolent one is apparently the original personality. This has been a theory for years, man. I'm talking 2012, 2013 type beat after All Stars came out. Like, shit has been going crazy for a decade. And I really just want to sit down with Terry McGurn and be like, bro, we need these theories squandered, or we need them given life. Like, we need to know. The thing with the Mal theory is you go into Revenge of the Island, where we first saw something evil pop up whenever Mike is in his head. You see it pop up in the background, and then obviously you go into All Stars and it's the constant fighting with his inner demons. Bro was on his Juice WRLD era fighting with his inner demons, and he ultimately ended up prevailing. Shout out 999 Juice WRLD Mike, he is here. I don't really know to what depths it goes into now because Mal is supposedly defeated. Also, there's the big elephant in the room, the biggest plot hole that Total Drama has left. What the hell did Duncan know about Mal? How did they know each other? How did they know each other? Like, that's some shit that we need to know, and it's crazy that they haven't ever explained that. What did Duncan know about Mal and Juvie? Why did Mal have to silence him like that? Like, what did he know, man? I don't really know what significance it would play into it, because if Mal is truly dead, then it doesn't really matter. It's kind of fascinating, I guess. Anyways, that's the theory. Let me know what you think. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the Total Drama Iceberg. Please show this video some love. I love you all so much. Please subscribe. Please like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have an amazing day, week, and life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace out. SSG like DDP, aka do not fuck with me, aka Leonard likes this post.